Helmets, as one of the oldest and most crucial elements of military attire, played a significant role not only in protecting a warrior's head, but also in symbolically representing their status. One need only recall the valiant Roman and Greek warriors, battling in fierce combat, their heads protected by formidable helmets that underscored their authority and distinction. This article will delve into the fascinating world of Roman helmets, tracing their journey from humble origins, when they were crafted from animal bones and tusks, to complex metal constructions adorned with decorative crests that became symbols of leadership on the battlefield. Readers may well be surprised to learn that helmet crests played a decisive role not just in protection, but also in maintaining troop morale. In the early periods of Roman history, before metalworking technology was fully developed, helmets were fashioned from readily available materials such as animal bones, leather, and even boar tusks, much like those famously worn by the legendary hero Odysseus in ancient Greek myths. Over time, the Romans mastered metalworking, enabling them to produce helmets from more durable and reliable materials. These metal helmets offered a significantly higher level of protection and began to be adorned with plumes and crests, which served not only aesthetic purposes, but also fulfilled other important functions. This shift to metal marked the beginning of an era where helmets became more than just protective gear. They were symbols of identity and distinction within the Roman army. The Corinthian helmet is undoubtedly one of the most recognizable symbols of ancient Rome's military history. Crafted from expertly worked metal, this helmet provided comprehensive protection for a warrior's head and neck, distinguished by its prominent nose guard and narrow eye slits. Notably, the helmet's design did not include side openings for peripheral vision. This was due to the Roman army's combat tactics, specifically their use of dense formations like the renowned phalanx, where peripheral vision played no significant role. Within these infantry formations, soldiers concentrated on maintaining formation and discipline, limiting their field of view to the front. To enhance comfort when wearing their helmets, Roman warriors utilized soft fabric linings. These padded caps acted as shock absorbers, cushioning the impact of the metal on the head, and allowed for greater freedom of movement, preventing chafing and discomfort during long marches and battles. The crests elegantly adorning Roman helmets served more than just a decorative purpose. These striking features played a crucial role in military hierarchy and strategy. Made from materials such as exotic feathers or horsehair, crests were used to visually distinguish commanding officers from ordinary soldiers. Roman commanders were identified by transverse, side-to-side, crests, whereas regular soldiers wore helmets with longitudinal, front-to-back, crests. In ancient Rome, the crests on commanders' helmets were not merely decorative elements, but important attributes fulfilling several strategic functions. Elegant and intricately crafted, these crests served as a distinct symbol of power and high status for their wearers. However, their role extended beyond mere aesthetics. In the chaos of battle, crests allowed Roman soldiers to instantly recognize their commanders. This detail was crucial amidst the confusion where orientation could be difficult. Crests fostered cohesion, enabling soldiers to swiftly coordinate their actions with comrades. Furthermore, they had a powerful psychological impact. The presence of a visible commander with their prominent crest inspired troops and boosted their morale. Opponents, in turn, could spot Roman leaders from afar, which also had a deterrent effect. While Roman crests were an important symbol of leadership, they were not exclusive to Rome. Other ancient peoples, such as the Greeks and Celts, also used crests on their helmets, though with somewhat different objectives. The Greeks, for instance, employed crests in a similar fashion, although theirs often carried religious and ceremonial connotations. In combat, crests served as symbols of divinity and strength, associated with their warrior gods. The Celts, on the other hand, not only used decorative crests, but also employed their helmets to intimidate enemies. Their helmets, often adorned with large feathers or gleaming metal, reflected their martial spirit and helped create an imposing image on the battlefield. In the era of ancient battles, when armies clashed and fates were decided on the battlefield, crests on warriors' helmets fulfilled a multitude of functions, ranging from practical to psychological. Various peoples, such as the Greeks and other civilizations, used these elements to give their warriors a more formidable appearance, aiming to intimidate the enemy by their very presence. The Romans, in turn, adopted some of these trends, but assigned a more utilitarian significance to the crests on their helmets. While other cultures focused on visual impact and psychological pressure, the Roman Empire viewed crests as a tool for improving the organization, coordination, and identification of their commanders directly amidst the fray. Crests served a dual purpose. They not only aided in identifying commanders on the battlefield, but also exerted a powerful psychological impact on the troops. In the chaos of war, where soldiers could easily become disoriented, crests helped maintain morale and unity. Imagine the scene. You are in the epicenter of a fierce battle, surrounded by the clamor of weapons and utter confusion. Yet, amidst this chaos, a glance at your commander's crest, towering above the throng, instills a sense of confidence and purpose. Crests helped soldiers keep their composure and precisely locate their leader. Conversely, the enemy, upon seeing these crests, not only identified the commander, but also felt a sense of fear. The sight of a commander, distinguished by their prominent crest, created the impression that the Roman army was organized and ready to withstand any challenge. During the era of Roman conquests, visual symbols played a paramount role on the battlefield. One such significant element was the crest on a commander's helmet. This attribute served not only as a means of organizing troops in the heat of battle, but also as a powerful stimulus to boost soldiers' morale. The sight of a commander at the forefront instilled confidence and courage in the legionaries, urging them to fight with even greater fervor and dedication. Roman helmets, with their distinctive crests, represented more than just military accoutrements. They were symbols of order, leadership, and strength. From the Corinthian helmets to later models with imposing crests, every detail was meticulously designed not only for protection, but also for inspiring and coordinating troop actions in combat. By employing advanced metal casting technologies and expertly crafted crests, the Romans demonstrated their ability to combine practicality with symbolism, forging a military machine that dominated battlefields for centuries. These seemingly decorative elements played a key role in maintaining soldier morale and troop organization. Crests allowed for quick identification of commanders and fostered unity and cohesion during moments of chaos, which undoubtedly set the Roman army apart from its adversaries.